I don't care, I'm still free. You can take the sky.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Waffle Press Podcast. I'm your host, Diego Crespo. I missed the last episode because I couldn't speak, but that was cool. Thank you, Gene and Nick Valero and Renee, for covering me. I was very proud of you guys. My little babies are all grown up now. This is our special Thanksgiving episode, and we're celebrating movies we're thankful for and Noirvember, mysteries. Blade Runner. It's Blade Runner, guys. We're talking about Blade Runner. And we have a very special guest today. I'm going to introduce the rest of the roundtable here first, really quickly. Gina Versa, as always. Hello, my friend.
How you doing?
Kirk from Kirk Finally Watches. Got it right.
Hello, hello.
Renee, sound
Hello.
engineer.
Hello.
And a special other sound engineer. Go ahead. You can introduce yourself. It's okay.
My name's Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. I guess technically new addition to the crew, to the team.
Yes.
We're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And our very special guest today, B Money Rules from YouTube, and a good friend of ours. How are you doing?
Very good. How you guys doing?
Excited to have you here.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Brandon. Met you last year. You helped me on a music video.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was raining that day, but still did it.
It helped.
Yeah.
It gave effect to the music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's atmosphere, guys.
There
A
you
rainy
go.
night, just like
Definitely.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Good to have you on.
We've been trying to get a show going between Brandon and I for a while, so it feels like a nice culmination of things that have finally occred.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's like losing my virginity. It's
Whoa.
finally happening. It's great.
I'm happy to pop your waffle cherry.
Thanks, man. My
So,
pleasure.
so Brandon, can you tell us a little about your YouTube channel and anything else?
Yeah, sure. Well, B Money Rules, it's been going on. I've been doing it for 5 years. I do mashup trailers. For those of you who don't know what a mashup trailer is, it's taking the trailer of one movie, let's say taking the trailer of Rogue One, and taking that audio from that trailer and using footage and edit it to make it look like it fits with that trailer. And let's say I'll take the audio for Rogue One and take the footage from I don't know, Zootopia, and
Okay.
then it looks like Zootopia is a Rogue One trailer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and people are liking it. It's been going on for a while. I've gotten like 30 million views on one, so
Very
yeah, it's been a good time. And I also do short films there. One, Batman vs Superman in real life. We had our sequel this year, which turned out well. And I'm trying to do more music videos and trying to branch out and go with more people, because so far it's been a one-man show, but I'm trying to expand the base right now, and yeah, it's going great.
Very cool. Did you do one for Rogue One?
I did. I did a couple. I did one with Mulan.
Okay.
I think I did another with Wall-E, and I did one with all Pixar movies, because people like it when you take a bunch of movies and just cram it into one.
Yeah.
I guess it's because people's attention spans are so short,
Right.
so they want like, oh, that moves in here too. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You
just-
did that for Civil War as well, right? It was the Pixar Civil War one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
just
I love
where
that
I use
one.
like Woody as Captain America and Buzz plays
Iron Man.
and then
Yeah.
you get Bolt as the Winter Soldier. So yeah, just all these characters in one. And
Gotcha. Yeah, I would say it's better than the last Pixar trailer for Cars 3. Looked like.
oh man,
Did you see that?
I'm not I've never liked Cars.
No one
in general.
has.
I don't think anyone here has.
No one likes Cars.
It exists.
I like Cars Land.
Yeah, Cars Land's cool.
Cars Land is lit. I can go Cars Land all day, but Cars the movie I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I guess I just don't like the idea of cars being alive and there's no humans around, so it's like saying we're extinct and
Right.
technology is going to take over and going to be run by Owen Wilson and Larry the Cable Guy as cars.
Jesus, I never really
Apocalyptic
looked at it
It's
that
part
way.
of Pixar theory.
But
Yeah.
No, but see,
this
now
trailer-
that makes it exciting.
Yeah, this trailer kind of intrigued me. Like, you didn't see the eyes of the cars. You only saw the back. They put the gray tone up. And that crash, man.
Yeah, everything will change.
It
I don't
looked like
think
Man of
McQueen's
Steel.
going to make it through, man.
Yeah, it has like Lightning McQueen dying in the first 5
Right.
minutes.
I know.
Is that our segue into movie news?
One thing, we'll since it is Thanksgiving weekend, we wanted to say one thing we're thankful for. Even
All right.
Let's want to go around and do it.
It's movie related, right?
Yeah,
Or we-
movie
okay.
related.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I was like,
that's
oh, my
like-
Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Do you want to go first, Gene? I mean, you introduced it.
Yeah, sure. I'm thankful for a Star Wars movie coming out this month, and we live in a world that we have a Star Wars movie for every year. I think that's what I'm thankful for.
I feel like that's going to bite us in the ass at some point.
Yeah.
But for now, it's exciting. Yeah. I guess for this year, I'm thankful for Kubo and the Two Strings because I was excited for that movie because I like Leica Studios. And then I watched it and I'm like, oh, here's me crying next to Gene, surrounded by other children. Just tears all over my face.
It's not weird at all.
No. Yeah, I love that movie. So I'm
That's
very
cool.
thankful for that one this year.
For me, I'm thankful for Doctor Strange because they introduced a new element into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
Magic.
it was done very well.
I still
know.
have to watch it.
Alright. But that's it, yeah.
I'm thankful for Rogue One specifically because it's given me what I've always wanted, just a story in the Star Wars universe. It's not a numbered anything. It's just here's a movie with
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff in it.
Nice.
And you're next, Brendan?
I'm thankful for Hacksaw Ridge. I saw it last night,
a good
and
movie.
I'm happy Mel Gibson is back, even though he's an asshole. He can't take away.
Right.
He can't take away his great films away from him, and Hacksaw Ridge is awesome.
Yeah, no, it was a great film. I saw it at an early screening like a month ago. Yeah, it was. I would say like it's up there at least with like maybe like Braveheart.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's one of my
his-
favorite films of the year,
Yeah.
and also you guys took away Star Wars from me, so
Uh,
Yeah. Was it like?
I think we're all thankful for Star Wars at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
you know?
Star Wars is
Yeah.
great.
No, I mean, I was gonna say Andrew Garfield's getting cast in a lot of movies now.
because he's not Spider-Man anymore.
No,
Now he has time.
Yeah, he's got all this time.
He has
It's
yeah.
time
other
to be in
things to
good
do.
movies.
yeah, he's gonna be in the Martin Scorsese movie, which looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy he's not Spider-Man anymore, and he's doing better films.
Right.
This is why we're friends, Brandon. Thank you for that. I was trying to remain
I
not
got you.
snarky, but I was like, oh, no. Brandon
we-
pulled through.
We
Yeah.
always somehow talk about Amazing Spider-Man.
I didn't
2.
even bring it up this
Every
time
single, I know it just manages to like be mentioned.
because it's just so bad. Okay, let's move on to real stuff.
Yeah,
now.
let's move on to some movie news. This was actually today of the recording. Ron Glass from Firefly passed away.
No.
I know I have two big brown coats here, Renee and
Yeah,
Diego.
yeah,
Phil, your was it sadness?
yeah. I was shocked to find out that Ron Glass died because honestly, when I first saw it, it was here at the store when I was working, and it was in the morning, and I think it was Riches that posted the article. No, it was Screen Rant. Screen Rant posted the article,
Okay.
and I was like, well, should I trust Screen Rant? And I'm like, so I had to Google it, and it was true because I was in disbelief at first. Honestly, I was like, no, not Shepard, no, and then no, he was, and I don't know. It just hit me where I realized that a Firefly cast member is now gone, and it sucks because you always wonder, well, what if they do a reunion?
Right.
It'd be cool to see him, or even like do like a little
Netflix could do it.
documentary or something
Yeah.
that just brings the cast together. And now we're gonna be short one person,
Right.
unfortunately. So it's really sad to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon, are you a Firefly fan?
Not at all.
Damn it, Brandon.
I've never seen an episode, but
Okay.
but it's sad that somebody died.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm a fan of Alan Tudyk though,
yeah,
There you
that's
go.
great.
Yeah.
and Joss Whedon.
Oh, of
we
course,
mentioned-
the goat. Yeah, no, it's a huge bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Ron Glass. I mean, the guy was in a bunch of other projects way before that too. I
Oh,
mean,
definitely,
he's been
yeah.
in the business for I don't know 30, 40 years. I just dropped a pen. My bad. But no, yeah, that's very sad because I mean, Firefly's been a huge part of my life.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
Yeah, Shepard Book. I miss that guy.
I know.
Moment of silence.
That's depressing now. Thank
Yeah.
you. Dang.
We started. I'm thankful for a lot of things, but I'm not thankful for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016 continues to be a terrible year. Anyway,
Yeah. We lost way too many good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Sure.
did.
too many good. So moving on to next bit of news, Alien Covenant finally released some sort of marketing that comes out next year.
Really?
Really excited.
Beautiful poster.
Yeah, it was a nice poster. A lot of movie posters now, I'm missing kind of like the Drew Southern or
Drew Struzan
Struzan, yeah,
from
sorry.
Star Wars and Indiana Jones
you
and
miss,
whatnots.
you miss cool posters like that or like H.R. Geiger.
Yeah.
And, it's cool to see something like that,
And I mean, to be fair, it's not even a complicated poster. It's just the alien
Very
face,
simple.
and it's a simple tagline: "Run." Like you just know, like
There you
bad
go.
things happening.
That's probably gonna be every line in the movie.
Just run.
Run,
Yeah.
run.
Well, I heard this is it's horror based again, like
Right.
an alien movie should be, but it's also like a little action heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to
Hopefully
it.
it'll be logic heavy after Prometheus.
Prometheus has a lot of good ideas and no
Yeah.
know-how.
Prometheus was like just the epitome of like movie plot holes. Like just any movie you see, it's like, well, why didn't they do that? You know, it's like what was a geologist? I like rocks.
Yeah,
The best line.
excellent writing.
I like rocks.
Yeah, I like rocks too.
Yeah.
I guess
like
we could all
Dwayne
be
Johnson.
geologists.
I could be up there.
So hopefully it's better than Prometheus. And another thing was Emilia Clarke was casted in the Han Solo spinoff.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
Yes.
And,
She's so fun.
yeah, I wonder who she's gonna be. Do you guys read any of the Star Wars comics? By any chance?
I've read a couple,
Yeah.
but I feel like she might just be a new character.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I want that too. You know.
yeah, I was gonna say in the one of the Star Wars series they brought into Han Solo. He has an ex-wife.
Oh yeah, and she's black, right?
I think she's. Oh,
Yeah,
No?
she is.
Well, that's clear, not her.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
her.
no. So it wouldn't be
But-
her. 'Cause
Oh,
I remember-
whitewashed Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if that was her, then they'd be like, "Hang on, wait, backtrack.
Right.
Why?"
Jada gonna be mad.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
gotta learn from Jada Pinkett Smith and be like, we are not seeing Star Wars Han Solo anthology. And,
I mean,
and Will's not gonna see it either.
well, Tessa Thompson and Zoe Kravitz were in talks for the role too, and that's
Oh,
why I think a lot of people thought that they were going to be introducing that character into the movies too.
Right.
That would have been fun, but yeah, I mean, either way, I kind of like that it's an original character.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Me too.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And last piece of news. Well, it happened this month. Young Justice was finally announced for season 3 on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
People told me I was crazy. They told me I was crazy.
It might be on Netflix.
It might be on Netflix,
They haven't announced what platform it will be aired
likely.
on yet, but most likely it's going to be Netflix.
because that's pretty much what saved it. As soon as it got there, they're like, "Oh, binge watch it."
They told us to binge watch it, and I did.
We did.
Every single day.
Yep.
Watch them use it to launch yet another subscription service.
Oh God.
Yeah.
CBS All Access.
Star Trek.
Brandon, are you a fan of Young Justice? Have you seen it?
I've seen a couple episodes.
Okay.
I'm not a diehard fan by
Right.
any means, but that's cool they're bringing it back.
Right. Yeah. Just really glad because Diego, you watched the show, it ended on the worst cliffhanger.
Well, no. Here's the thing:
Ever.
it ends on a good cliffhanger for like a show.
I don't
but
know.
it comes to like a natural conclusion because no big spoilers. But the last two lines, I guess some backstory is that the show is more spy thriller heavy than it is like superhero stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and so the Young Justice League, so to speak, they're they as soon as one plot's done, they just go right into another one, like back to back to back. There's no break for them, and so like the last lines of the show are business as usual from the
Yeah.
hero side, and then
Yeah.
on the villain side is business as usual. But the thing is, it wasn't business as usual because they hinted a very big DC villain for the
Darkseid.
following season, and I get to see it happen. I'm very
I know,
happy.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
Is
excited.
Jesse McCartney still gonna play Nightwing?
I think they're trying to bring back the original cast. Like they brought back a lot of the production team from what I've
really?
read. Yeah. So I would think they were going to try to bring him back with everyone.
Yeah, because I
And
know
Bruce Greenwood, too.
the
Yeah.
original
Yeah,
cast.
oh,
No,
he's so
he's a
good.
good Batman.
Yeah.
He's a good.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
No, yeah, because I know the original cast wants to come back because they were campaigning everything.
yeah.
You know, who's it?
Everyone
Kid
loved that
Flash,
show.
not Kid Flash. Impulse,
Impulse.
Aqualad, Artemis. You know, they were all saying like, "Go ahead and binge watch Young Justice as much as you can, guys." You know?
Right. And it works. So
It did, yeah.
And it's cool to be living in a time where fans could change the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Definitely. So just moving on from that, we're going to a segment we do called Pitch a Movie. It's where we each give one suggestion to one of our team here of a movie. You have to pitch it based off our suggestions. So Brandon, you're going to be our person to pitch here. So
Oh, put
And
a
this-
lot of pressure on me.
yeah, there you go.
It's okay. You'll have time to sort out your ideas as we proceed with our discussions.
So this,
Alright,
is,
cool.
this is a Thanksgiving centered episode we're going to have a Thanksgiving movie. There's been a few good Thanksgiving movies. Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
one. I think that's the one.
Son of a
Give me
Woman.
Another.
Son of a Woman.
Muppet Thanksgiving.
Muppet Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
Okay. Charlie
Muppet
Brown
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. There we go. So yeah, they're around. There's dozens of them.
Look, the fact that there aren't that many just gives you like a leg up.
Yeah, nothing to lose. So let's see, Diego, do you want to go first? Move clockwise.
Yeah,
One
sure.
suggestion?
I want it to be set in a mall on Black Friday.
In a mall on
Yes.
on the worst day of the year.
Yes.
There you go.
And then we got a couple more suggestions
Yeah.
coming your way.
Yeah.
And then there has to be an exploding turkey.
And there has to be an exploding turkey.
There you go.
All right.
Kirk.
Okay.
Am I allowed to suggest a title?
Yeah, sure.
Please do.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it.
No, come on.
So you got to say it. You got to say it now.
Paul Blart 3, Race for the Turkey.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
really
God.
constricting.
This is the second time we've had Paul Blart.
I know, yeah.
Damn it.
It rhymes.
Paul Blart needs to stop. All right. I think for the villain, it needs to have. I'm trying to think of a good villain.
Paul Blart.
No, Paul Blart. Paul Blart. Yeah, Paul Blart.
Put me in a dark
Paul-
place here.
That's
He's
the
a
twist.
he's a villain.
That's the twist.
All right.
That way he doesn't have to be in it that much.
God. I think for the villain needs to be something.
Adam Sandler.
No, not Adam Sandler.
No, well, if you're doing a Paul
No.
Blart movie, it has to be like a villain that,
An
like,
actual like villain.
yeah, villainous, but it's funny to see them in a comedy.
Okay.
Christopher
Steve
Walken.
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. I think Steve Buscemi.
There you go.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And he's friends with Sandler. He does movies with him all the
There you
time.
go.
There you go. Paul Blart.
So this could actually
It's gonna be
happen.
good.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Any more suggestions?
I think we're
I'm
No,
good.
that's it. Yeah.
I just want to see an exploding turkey.
cool.
We don't want to overwhelm you or anything like that.
Yeah. So
No, thank you.
Brandon, we're
Okay.
gonna go back to this in a few segments. Right now, we're gonna cut away to an interview we did with one of the producers of Young Justice, Greg Wiseman. This was at Long Beach Comic Con. This was actually before it was announced for season 3, and we were just talking about the show, just candidly. And here we are now at the season 3. So please enjoy. Hi, this is Gina Versa. I'm here at Long Beach Comic Con and with the Waffle Press. I'm here with Greg Wiseman, the producer of Star Wars Rebels, Young Justice, and co-creator of Gargoyles. How you doing, Greg?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So, Greg, is it? First question. So, Rebels. Really loved the last 2 seasons. How cool was it to like work in the Star Wars universe?
It was a lot of fun. I only did season 1, but worked with some great people, and it was just like a dream come true to be working in the Star Wars galaxy.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie, if you don't mind me asking?
Empire.
Empire. I guess that leads to another question for Star Wars. So New Hope and Empire, they're almost like completely different. One's really lighthearted, and the other's really dark. What does that say about Star Wars that you could have like these 2 types of genres, I guess?
I think both those movies are incredibly entertaining, which I think is sort of job one. But it's a great sort of universe that George built, and it accommodates a lot of different kinds of storytelling, and that's sort of the test to see if you've got enough depth there. And clearly, obviously Star Wars does.
Definitely. Just changing gears here. I'm sure you get asked this question a lot, and of course I have to ask it. Season 3 for Young Justice, how much of a chance do you think?
Well, I don't know how to put a number to it, but I feel good about it. I feel good about our chances, and we're asking the fans to help us out by doing things like binge watching or buying the Blu-rays or buying the comics on Comixology or iTunes. Those are things that are helping to get us attention in a good way, and we're really seems to be having an effect. It seems like we're building some momentum, and I feel good about it. But I don't even work at Warner Brothers anymore, so I've got no inside information. But I do feel good. I feel positive about it.
If you were a betting man, you'd definitely make a bet on it?
Well, I'm not a betting man actually, but yeah, I feel. I mean, I'm repeating myself, but I just feel good about it.
How does it feel to be in like an era where like the fans could like, help shows like get another season, or they kind of have a huge influence now? I was just curious.
Well, I think it's great if and when they get organized. I mean, it would have been even greater if we had been able to do this while season 2 was going and not had this long gap between. There's this sort of feeling that fans have that if they like a show, it'll just be there, and they don't seem to get that shows are economically driven, and if you want to keep a show going, you've got to do whatever it takes to keep that show funded, and that didn't happen for us during season 2 of Young Justice, which is why we didn't get a season 3. But like I said, I think the fans have sort of banded together now, and that's great. But it's always harder to bring a show back than it is to keep it going. So if you're talking about some other show other than Young Justice and fans are looking for advice, I'm like, don't wait till it's gone and then say, well, what do I need to do? Do it while it's on.
Definitely.
And we're back. Okay, so for our next segment, we're going to talk about movie food, not just popcorn, because that would be boring. I mean, popcorn's great, but I want to talk about what sort of food goes with what movies. Thanksgiving, you eat. White people ruined everything, and food's great. Food's great.
Thanks, man.
So we like to eat on Thanksgiving, so let's start thinking about what sort of food goes with what movies. You're just sitting there on the couch during the holidays. You're watching Godzilla, eating some sushi. Personally, I think that's a good matchup. I don't know. I always thought that was good.
I like that.
Heat. I always thought turkey went well. I think Heat's a Thanksgiving movie for some reason.
Really?
I have no basis for that.
Because the heat burns the turkey.
Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe because the themes of family. I don't know, but
Because they meet for the first time in a restaurant.
Yeah.
there you go. Boom.
There you go.
Yes,
It's food standard.
Kirk, you have to watch Heat. I know you haven't
Kirk,
seen
there's
it.
a lot of movies Kirk needs to watch.
Yeah, add them to the list.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's like a Captain America type list, huh? Just like of what to watch.
Right. Kirk has been like in cryogenic freeze for 30 years,
70
years.
70 years.
Yeah.
Kirk, how old are you?
Sorry.
23.
Okay, anyway,
Graduated
movie
with you.
food. Movie food.
So that was your choice, Godzilla and sushi.
Godzilla and sushi. Yeah.
All right, Renee.
Oh no, because I mean, I eat random foods watching random movies.
Oh,
half the
here,
time.
mix it up.
Yeah,
What
I
do
know.
you got?
Let's go.
I know it's weird. Like I'll eat like Chinese food during like Pulp Fiction or something like that. I don't know why. Like,
Not Big Kahuna Burger.
no, you know what? I do the opposite with movies. Like if I
Big
watch
Kahuna
like
Burger.
like a movie about tacos, I'm eating like a pizza.
Okay.
But that's it. Yeah.
There you go. Kirk.
So I'm boring, traditional, and classic.
You say popcorn.
No,
You say popcorn.
No, not popcorn. If I'm watching a movie at home, nothing better than just splitting an entire pizza. Finish the
Yeah.
whole thing all the way down on the couch. Whoa.
By yourself?
No, like I said, splitting
okay.
a pizza.
Oh.
And
Alright.
every time I go to a movie theater, I have to get Bunch of Crunch. The crunch, the crunch bar.
Oh,
yeah.
Little-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my thing. I've been eating that at movies since I was a kid, so it's back. It disappeared for a while at Whittier Village, but that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I miss? Is Butterfinger BBs.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Those
they
were
have,
I remember
they
those.
have the
Great.
bites now, and
Yeah.
they're not the same.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
You
the
can't.
Simpsons commercial.
Yeah, that's what sold me on it. It's just like seeing Bart Simpson eating some Butterfinger BBs. you know?
Brandon, what sort of food goes with what movies for you?
Okay. So my dad and I, we made the big mistake watching Fantastic Four on
Wait, the new one?
Thanksgiving night. The newest one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's a mistake in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen it before. He hadn't seen it before. And I'm like, well, I got to get that shirt that says I survived Josh Trank's Fantastic Four.
Oh.
So, and that the first hour of just exposition that just bores the hell out of you, and no one seems to like each other. So, I quickly got up and got Cocoa Pebbles
Okay.
and started eating those. And right when The Thing came on, I felt like I was eating The Thing. And when you see that shot of him and he has no penis, I felt like I took that penis away from him. Going up, so yeah, and it just brought like humor to it. So
Right.
yeah, and then all of a sudden I started going like, this ain't so bad, but it was.
Yeah, it's like a train wreck that you see and slowly come apart.
Oh, okay. I have one to go off
Train.
Brandon's though, because I think Doctor Doom looks like sentient mint chocolate chip ice cream at the end of that movie. Mint chocolate chip ice
Yeah,
cream.
he does.
Yeah.
He does.
He gets me.
That's
That's why I like
you know
having
that
Brandon
one
here.
scene where Doctor Doom wakes up and then he's walking down the hallway and blowing scientists' heads off.
Right.
Yeah.
Poorly rendered.
That's a gory scene.
Yeah.
I think the people who rate the movie fell asleep at that part and they woke up and were like, oh, what is it? What happened? Oh, PG-13. PG-13. Everything's good.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
No, it's a mess.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, I would say I got a crazy one. Watching any Stanley Kubrick movie, just something like Cheese and Wine, because it's really sophisticated. Just put that out there.
That's the snobbiest thing
Snob,
you've
yeah,
ever
for, like,
said.
the
It's
best-
not wrong. It's just snobby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just have
Okay.
some like hummus, some like chips and stuff.
Okay.
Okay,
I
sure.
was just thinking of
PSA: Sabra hummus is like recalled right now.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No, so be careful with Gene's
I won't
suggestion, trying to
take
get
that
people
one.
killed.
Yeah.
but I love hummus. Make it
But,
yourself. It's really easy.
yeah, you could have like other stuff like pizza in a Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, that's so. Oh, I did that
Yeah.
because I marathoned every Ninja Turtles movie up until the reboot in 2014.
Yeah.
and then I just had pizza for like an entire day. I felt terrible after, but
Yeah.
it was okay.
Turtle
It was not
Power
good time.
got you through.
I mean, most of those movies are like really bad, but I like two of them at least.
No, some of them are good.
I like the first one and the CGI
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, Ninja Turtles and pizza.
Yeah.
I like eating White Castle burgers for Harold
Come
Kumar. Go to
on.
White
There we go.
Castle.
Do they even have White Castle burgers?
You can
here?
buy
Harold
them
and
frozen.
Kumar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could buy them frozen.
Yeah.
I had it once in Vegas, and I felt terrible the next day because all those little tiny onions, they do something to you.
There's something wrong with
Pretty good though, like little tiny burgers in boxes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
treat.
So I guess moving on from that, we're gonna cut away to an interview we did at Stanley's Comic Con with Susan Essenberg, the voice of Wonder Woman, and Christy Marston, the granddaughter of the creator of Wonder Woman. And Diego got to interview them.
Yeah, that was fun. That's
there?
not sarcastic. Like, it was really cool to do that.
So we'll cut away to that right now.
We're here with Susan Eisenberg, Wonder Woman herself, at Stan Lee's LA Comic Con, Kamikaze, whatever it's called now. I'm Diego Crespo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm here. It's exciting. Fans everywhere. It's all good.
You portrayed Wonder Woman in the much beloved Justice League animated series. It's a big year for Wonder Woman. What does it feel like to be a part of such a broad legacy for the character?
It feels extraordinary. It feels like a privilege. And I'm just so grateful that I'm around to be interviewed, to know that I played even a small part in her history. It's an honor, truly.
What do you think it is about the character that's endured for so long? And she's kind of like the feminist icon for superheroes.
Exactly. I mean, she's a feminist icon. She's an icon. She has endured all these years, 75 years, and she's the only one out there. I mean, she was created to stand next to Superman and to stand next to Batman, and she's been doing it all these years. She's not lesser or greater than either one of them. She's equal to. And so I think that she will endure for the next 75 and 75 after that. You know, she's extraordinary.
Given your time in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, is there any particular aspect that you really admired about the character the most, or like a specific story that you constantly refer to?
You know, there are a couple. I mean, so I loved the beginning when she's leaving Themyscira and she was vulnerable, and then you see her grow up throughout the series. So I loved watching her acclimate to the League and to like forge bonds within the League. And I love that. I love that she became a leader within that League. And also also, I loved the relationship with her and Batman. I thought that was like adorable and sweet. And I loved her relationship with Jean because they were both outsiders. And they were both coming from these other places and had to acclimate to these new spaces, and they did it kind of together. So I loved that.
Speaking of Batman and Wonder Woman, that was really the first time that had been done as a romantic interest, possibly.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about those characters that drew them together?
You know, you'd have to ask, honestly, you'd have to ask the writers and Bruce Timm because they created that arc, that story arc. But I just know that I loved playing it because it was a different side to her. It wasn't the princess or the warrior. It was just this, it was a different angle to her personality. So it was that flirty Wonder Woman, which was a joy to play. At the same time, I always say, like, I don't need them to go off and get married and have children. I loved that it was will they, won't they? She knows that he adores her. And I loved her catching him in all these little moments when he was talking about her and his feelings for her with Green Lantern, and she's right behind him. I mean, I just love all those moments. So it's like she's got his number, and she's probably the only one who does. So I love that.
And last question. You're pretty much the definitive Wonder Woman for a whole generation of fans who grew up with the animated series, Justice League. Is there anything you'd like to see the films do with Wonder Woman now that they're essentially passing on, they're picking up the torch where you left off?
You know what, I think they're in good hands because I think Patty Jenkins and her team has such a strong sense of who Wonder Woman is, and I think they're going to honor who this woman is, and she's going to be a warrior, and she's going to be this princess, if you will. And I think they're going to honor both those sides of her. So, I mean, I know she's in good hands going forward. I have no doubt that the fans have waited so long for this, and I think they will not be disappointed. I mean, that's my personal feeling about it. I mean, but stay tuned. I think we're all excited.
We're back with another member of the legacy of Wonder Woman. Your grandmother was essentially Wonder Woman.
My grandmother was Wonder Woman. It was made for a wonderful childhood going all the way up actually until way past childhood when she died in 1993, after being born in 1893. So having Wonder Woman as part of my family, you can kind of imagine from there.
Some big shoes to fill, I think, but
nobody's ever going to fill her shoes. She makes a great role model, but it's not something you step into.
Well, you did your own thing. How did you carry on that legacy? Like you said, you didn't fill in the shoes, but you did your own thing. And what is that like?
It's like, what's it like to live? You know, I mean, you're asking me a question that doesn't really have an answer. Try that one again.
All right. Instead of carrying on the legacy, how did you go about with that family name?
Oh, that's really easy. We share the same values. So I just went through my life with the same kind of attitude. I would never match Graham's standards because she was like beyond description, as is Wonder Woman. But you just lead your life following those kind of values, and it just makes everything so worthwhile. You end up meeting great people who share those values, and life is just wonderful.
You think those values are what helps carry on the legacy of Wonder Woman as a character as well?
Those values are why Wonder Woman exists. The people that fall in love with Wonder Woman share those values. That's why her fans are so diverse. You have people all ages, all genders, all ethnicities, all over the globe. And the one thing they have in common is that they all care about those same values. That's why they love Wonder Woman. That's why Wonder Woman is alive today. So yes, yes, and yes.
Thank you. That is, I think, where we're going to end this interview. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for watching the Waffle Press Podcast.
Hello again. Okay, so we are back. That was a really fun interview. I'm honored to have interviewed two people with such a profound statement on Wonder Woman's legacy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's 75th anniversary for the character.
man.
So I mean, yeah, that was really cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And so now we're going into Kirk's favorite segment. Kirk finally watches because he's seen like 5 movies in his lifetime.
Oh, man.
So we're trying to get him caught up on the other billion.
Okay.
Kirk, Thanksgiving, Noirvember. What did you watch?
It's more of a preview for the next month.
Mm.
Kirk finally watches The Nightmare Before Christmas.
You literally our trainee engineer right now. She's
I saw this movie
She's giving you
yesterday.
daggers in your eyes.
The reason
Oh, you didn't go to the Hollywood Bowl?
No, I didn't make a big
I
thing
went
of
to
it.
that.
So here's what happened. I was watching the movie in 8th grade. There was a sleepover, and then like I came down with the stomach flu halfway through, and just like not passed out, like fainted, but like went to sleep. So I finally got around to watching it. It disappeared from Netflix
20 years later?
and I did the right thing, and I rented it on Amazon.
Okay.
Instead of downloading. So yeah, I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas yesterday. So this is gonna be a little weird. It didn't do it for me.
Whoa.
Really?
But
Whoa.
Are you not goth?
hold on. Hold on. I thought about it for some good time. So I thought, why do people love this so much? Not why do people like it? Like I get that. Why do people love it so much? Enough where like Disneyland has its own segments just to sell Jack Skellington stuff. Why is it in the back of people's
they
cars?
make
Why is it a world in Kingdom Hearts?
So I think the reason it didn't hit me so hard, like, oh, this is so great, is, I think part of the reason people love it so much is the first time they watch that, all that imagery is like, oh my God, like Oogie Boogie's lair and the town and Zero and all of that is like, oh wow, this is so great. And it wasn't my first time seeing all that. I already have a relationship with Jack Skellington. I've already been through that world twice in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. So I've heard the music. I've fought alongside Jack, and I've seen the story play out. I've walked into the forest, and in a way, the Kingdom Hearts worlds, because it was a video game, it wasn't claymation or anything. They were able to make everything so much bigger. So the little tree scene, it's a much bigger, almost field in the forest. Oogie Boogie's mansion is something you have to climb up for a few minutes, and you fight him there, and it's that was the first time I experienced Nightmare Before Christmas. So I think that's why it didn't hit me so hard. And people are gonna hate me for this. I did not like Jack's singing voice. It's what Danny.
You don't like Danny Elfman?
No.
Wow. You lucky. Well, I'm on Hangouts, man. I'm gonna reach across that tail and choke you to death.
I like the songs. The voice was weird because it was so different from his speaking voice, and of course, look again, that's what I was used to. And I've been replaying Kingdom Hearts 2, and today I went through Halloween Town in Christmas Town mode. So, the songs are now I've heard the actual ones and matching them up, and what is it? Is it Look at This or what is this?
Yeah.
What's this?
What's this? Like that song.
What's this? You're wrong about this movie. Movie is amazing. You don't know it. You don't know it. You're upset. What's this?
Dun, dun, dun.
So
What's this? What's this? His opinion is wrong. What's this? He's singing.
Damn.
What's this? He thinks my voice is screechy. I don't care. I'm a singing. What's this?
Look what you've done, Kirk.
So they've redone the tracks without the vocals, and it plays in the background, and it adds to that experience of me playing it. So I get why people love it so much. It's just I kind of wish I watched it before playing the games, because then I would have gotten that, oh, look how cool this world is. But to me, it wasn't look how cool this world is, because I knew how cool the world was. So I already went into it liking Halloween Town, liking the Christmas Town, the weird aesthetic, Jack's weird proportions. Like I've experienced all of that. I've thought it's awesome. And I no longer take him out of my party at Kingdom Hearts. So I finally watched, I guess, a national treasure that everyone loves so much. The ride I've been on, the game I've played, and it was a good experience.
That's why we can't have nice things here.
Yeah.
So we have a Trump president.
Okay.
I was
Thanks for the
wondering
reminder.
if someone's gonna mention that.
That's too far.
Don't sour Kingdom Hearts.
Sorry, Kirk.
That's too far.
Okay.
Just a fun fact: that's the only Disney movie where the hero doesn't have a final fight with the villain; they just murder him. Like he just
Yeah,
kills
that's
Oogie Boogie. I mean, he's not a good guy, but he just like he
Or he's not,
literally
like,
eviscerates him.
He's not like inadvertently killed, like he falls off into his death or something.
At the very least, it's manslaughter.
All right.
Oh, I murdered him this morning.
Yeah.
He was evil.
No, true. And I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to hurt people.
Yeah, I don't think I
So-
could think of another Disney movie like that.
Yeah.
Brandon, you do a lot of mashups, can you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh no, can you think of another Disney movie where they just flat out kill the villain? Like where he doesn't like fall to his death or something?
Scar. They in the Lion King,
Okay.
they burn him to death, and the hyenas rip him apart. In Tarzan, Clayton hangs himself by accident. Gaston falls.
Yeah, but that like
countless numbers of feet and dies.
Jeez.
Ursula gets stabbed in the boob, and most of them die.
They have violent deaths too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
Scar
they're really
one's a little
brutal
heavy.
deaths. And in Mulan, which is my favorite,
firework.
the Han gets fire. He gets plunged by exploding fireworks, and they don't make it a big deal about his death because it's all like, "Oh, fireworks! Yay! It's all happy!" But really, he just exploded.
Diego, you can't say fun fact anymore. I don't think you know what that means.
Well, it was fun for me.
You keep using that word.
I think I know what it means. I knew where I was headed with that.
Right.
I know, Brandon.
Yeah.
Cool. So that gets us to pitch a movie again. So Brandon, you're gonna give us your pitch, and then we'll each say if we'll buy it. We'll pretend to be studio executives. And
Okay.
So cool.
All right.
You have,
am I pitching this to Netflix? Since
It could be pitching to whoever you want it
Yeah.
to be.
And
whoever I want.
Yeah, Kirk.
All right.
You'll have 3 minutes. Kirk, do you want to keep time for 3 minutes?
Sure.
All right. Can you let me know when I have a minute left and then 30 seconds?
Okay.
We'll just say time.
All right. I'm staying up for this pitch. All right.
All right.
Paul Blart 3, Black Friday. All right. So, it's on Black Friday. We're in the mall, but Paul Blart just lost his job as a security guard, as that mall cop. So now he's being bumped down to being Santa Claus. He's dressing up as Santa Claus because he's disposable as a mall cop. They don't care about all the cool things he's done and all the lives he's saved. So now he's being paid for all these kids to sit on his lap and wreck their dreams. And but all right. So on this day in particular, on Black Friday, before he gets suited up in that Santa Claus costume, he gets a call from this mysterious voice. Sounds like Steve Buscemi, and he's like, "Hello, my name is Steve, and now I'm going to tell you a few things. You have to follow my rules, Mr. Paul Blart. I know who you are, and now I'm about to blow this mall up. And if you don't follow my steps, you'll blow up too." And he's like, "Oh God, what do I do?" But his bosses are forcing him to get out there and dress up like Santa Claus, right? So, all right. So he goes out there, and kids are sitting on his lap, and then Steve Buscemi sits on his lap. But Steve Buscemi doesn't know that's Paul Blart. He just thinks it's Santa Claus, and Steve Buscemi just messing around. And Paul Blart's like, "Oh, I gotta go get him." So he loses a job and then chases after him, but he can't make it through all these people because it's Black Friday and it's crowded as hell. And then Steve Buscemi calls him again, and I said, "Hey, all right, now if you don't go to here, there's this giant turkey in Ralph's, in the Ralph's section. And if you don't get it, it'll explode, and everyone in Ralph's will explode." And do my worst Steve Buscemi impression. And then, so he runs over, and he he stops the turkey from exploding. And then he says, "That was the wrong turkey."
1 minute.
1 minute.
All explodes. But Paul Blart makes it through somehow because he was around the turkey. He was hugging the turkey that he had, and that got him out. I mean, it's an action movie today. Anything can happen. Who cares about physics, right? And so it's Die Hard with a vengeance, but with Paul Blart.
Wow.
Steve Buscemi is the villain, and this is on Black Friday, the worst day of the year. The stakes have never been higher for Paul Blart. Bye.
And with 20 seconds to spare.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
As soon as he said the phone call thing, I was like, "Oh, it's Die Hard with a Vengeance." I've seen
Exactly.
that movie a couple times.
He stuck to the title.
It's a
Paul
great
Blart
movie.
3 Race for the Turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we feel about that?
So, Diego, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. You won me over with the Die Hard with a Vengeance stuff.
You love Die Hard.
Yeah, so I'm a pretty big Die Hard fan. It's only the best movie ever made.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to see this movie happen. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Okay. Renee?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I definitely
okay.
liked how he put in, like, you know, that no one cares that he saved everyone, so he's no longer a security guard. He's Santa Claus. So I kind of like that new little take on it. But definitely, yeah, thumbs up. I'll buy this movie, and I want to see how it is.
I'm the studio executive that gave you the title and forced you to make this movie. So, of course, I'm going to make this movie.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm going to buy it. I liked the Die Hard with a Vengeance theme he had with it. I'm not a big Paul Blart fan, but I would probably watch it.
Neither am I.
But yeah, I think I would watch this. So I'm gonna buy it.
Awesome.
So-
All right. Woo.
Cool.
All right, it's Paul Blart
I was
3.
way
That's
better than I thought it'd be. It's a Paul Blart movie. I don't know.
Probably made a better Paul Blart movie than the third one they're actually gonna make.
That's not saying much. But anyway.
Yeah.
the best tweet I ever saw regarding Paul Blart, the potential Paul Blart 3 was like, I want it to be like a David Fincher directed movie where like he accidentally shoots a kid and it becomes like a testament to like police brutality, you know, or like mall cops.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, that's a little dark,
That's a
but-
little dark.
I see that.
Yeah,
Just a little.
You don't have to make your movie.
No,
like
it's
that.
like they did have a dark mall cop movie, Observe and Report.
Oh God,
Oh yeah,
I like that movie.
And
That's a
that's a good movie.
that's a good
the
movie.
movie's
It makes you feel
cringing
like
to
a
me. I
horrible
don't know
person,
why.
but it's good.
I can't sit down and watch it.
it's too mean for me.
That's it. It's too mean.
Yeah,
like
I'm the guy who's like, oh, Alien 3 is good. You know, the movie where the hero sacrifices herself and dies. Yeah, I like that movie a lot,
Yeah.
but I don't like Observe and Report.
it got
It
really.
made Quentin Tarantino's like top 10 of that
I know.
year.
Quentin Tarantino's weird. That's why I love
Yeah,
him.
you like
but-
Green Lantern and you like the Lone Ranger, so that's not saying much.
Okay, wait, time out. The ending of Lone Ranger is amazing.
Yeah.
They just got to sit through
No,
2
it's
hours
not.
of boringness. Oh, Brandon, don't do this to me. We've been on the same page like all day. Don't do this to me.
All right.
That was the weirdest movie going experience of my life.
Uh-huh.
Seeing the Lone Ranger. As I saw it alone. I was the Lone Ranger. No one else wanted to see it with me. First time seeing the movie by myself. And when I was buying the ticket, he was like, "All right, just you?" I'm like, "Yeah, just me." He's like, "Your funeral." And I walk in there. I'm the only person in the whole theater.
Wow.
Only guy. No one. It's a matinee. No one is there. And I fall asleep halfway through, and I wake up, and Johnny Depp's having this weird spaz attack, and I'm like, and I start running out of the theater, but it was locked. And
What?
yeah, it was terrifying.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Do not fall asleep watching that movie.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to our next segment called Norvember. So,
We celebrate the great noir mystery films. It's raining, so it's perfect atmosphere to talk about them right now. Hopefully it keeps raining until this episode's up, so that way the rest of the world can experience it with us. If not, that's okay, because we're doing it right now. I'm a big fan of a good classic noir. I've always loved Casablanca. I'm not someone who thinks it's boring because it's old. Like, I really, really like that movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, but my favorite one is got to be Blade Runner, and that's not even like one of the original ones, just from the 80s, and it takes a lot of noir aspects and implements like a really different sort of science fiction. Like, I mean, that influenced like Akira eventually too, with the futuristic city designs and the constant rain and the melancholy mood. I don't know. It's a movie I could watch like at any time.
Right.
I think it's Ridley Scott's best next to Alien easily.
and there's going to be a sequel soon, so we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I should
Fingers
So
probably-
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. And Jared Leto for some reason.
Oh, he's going to be in there
Yeah.
for like a scene. Like one scene, I bet.
I don't want to get into
All
it.
right. I'm going to go with the Maltese Falcon. The movie from I believe the 40s. It's I saw it like this year. Saw it like at a screening of it, and it's the only movie I could think of where the hero and the villain have coffee at like the climax, like because the whole movie they're trying to find this object called the Maltese Falcon, which is just this like bronze eagle, and that has some value to it. And they're just waiting for it to. They end up having like a truce in the third act, and like they're just like drinking coffee, and it's like it's a really good scene, and it's just it's classic noir. You don't know what's going to happen, a lot of twists and turns, and it's where we get the term MacGuffin from. Or it's not the term.
Is that where it comes from? Though?
I think or where it's the most prime example, the best example of a MacGuffin, which is the Maltese Falcon. And you have that sort of thing in all the movies. Guardians has a reference to it. Mm-hmm. So I would recommend seeing that. I really love that movie. Brandon?
My favorite noir. Can I say Young Frankenstein?
Sure, if you could back it up.
Yeah, go ahead, convince us.
Yeah, it's I think it's a brilliant parody of the classic monster films, and it's adding that noir black and white effect to it to capture that and play homage to that. And not only is it does it do that, but it's funny as hell. It's one of Gene Wilder's best performances.
Yeah. See it at the Ritz.
Peter Boyle's amazing in it, and the music's great. And I think it's Mel Brooks, one of his best films, next to Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Okay. Because I like Blazing Saddles in that one a lot.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Kirk, do you even have one?
I don't think I've ever seen a noir film.
What David Fincher films? Gone Girl.
Again.
Girl with Dragon Tattoo.
No, I just read the book.
Damn it, Kirk.
We're just going to pass on you, Kirk.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it really
Good
soon.
movie.
You're just pissing off everyone. Right. Renee, did you have one?
Well, I have like a one that's kind of like a noir vibe, noir feel to it. John Wick.
Oh,
John Wick does have a noir type vibe, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like this world that's established within our world already. So it's like we're getting like a secret assassin and like mercenary world. Everything's paid in gold, and they have if they want to clean up, they just have to make an appointment and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like John Wick because you're put into this world that feels like it's been established for many, many years.
Right.
And just the action's great, obviously. And, and when John Wick, finally, does the thing that he's set out to do, it's much more satisfying.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think you bring up a really interesting point about a noir film. I would never have thought of John Wick, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Is that these stories, they always... the characters always participate in like a world outside of our own world. Like it's here, but it's like on the outskirts of it. And Westerns kind of do this too with like the lone gunman stuff. Like society doesn't really accept them, but they kind of need them sometimes, or maybe they don't even need them, but they can't like participate like normal people, And so I think that's a really interesting sort of thing. Like I love Blade Runner a lot.
Yeah,
the final confrontation between the hero and quote unquote villain. Mm-hmm. It's kind of physical, kind of not. Like at the end of the day, it's just these guys. This guy's trying, or this robot is trying to get more life. But he can't be human. And this guy whose only job, that's all he has, is to kill these things that just want more life.
But you love the confrontation between the hero and villain when they finally meet.
Yeah.
No matter if it's either vocal or physical, you're just like, oh my god, they're finally seeing each other.
Yeah,
definitely.
Movies are cool, guys.
Anything else to add? We have maybe a couple minutes left.
Obviously, I'm a big Michael Mann fan. I think he taps into that vibe a lot with his movies. They're always like really angsty, and there's a lot of grizzled, hard detectives and Al Pacino yelling "Ooh-ah!" and stuff, right?
Ooh-ah!
More margaritas.
Collateral.
Oh,
Collateral's great.
Fucking good.
Collateral's my favorite.
Miami Vice is still mine. Yeah. Manhunter's like right there too. But Heat is my favorite movie ending ever. Like that final shot. I think that's movies. Cinema. But I think that one really has a good vibe of noir about it too. It's like these two guys, they're the only two who understand each other completely. But given that their jobs and their sense of honor with their duty and what they care about, the only path that they can go on is to meet each other and eventually kill each other, because they're so honor bound to the law and to Robert De Niro's job, which is to be a bank robber. So they can't ever agree, but they understand each other. And so that last shot of them holding hands is just so tragic and so great. And like, movies are cool. We have another one.
Oh.
Go ahead, hop in.
Sorry, I wanted to take place of Kirk.
Yeah, take that, Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk.
Thank you.
One of the
You
movies.
don't like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, he should have left after that. One of the movies I've always loved, and it's so independent, I've never heard a lot of people talk about it, is Bunraku.
I haven't heard of it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I don't know.
It has a noir vibe
write that
to
down.
it. Bunraku. It has a noir vibe to it with a mix of a Japanese movie, an old animated manga turned to movie, anime movie, and a spaghetti western, all in one. It has Woody Harrelson, Ron Perlman, and I can't think of the guy who plays the main guy, of course. But it has a noir vibe to it where it starts off with one single man and his mission to find the person who killed his father. And it's him, and he meets like all these different characters along the way. He ends up falling in love. He ends up meeting all these different villains, so to speak, to climb the figurative and eventually literal mountain to kill the main guy. It's such a beautiful movie. I always recommend it to anyone who can find it.
I will definitely check it out then.
I'm going to check it out now.
Oh.
Anybody else have another one? Because I have another one, but I don't want to take up all the time if anyone else has another one they want to bring up.
I can't think of it.
Did you guys see The Nice Guys this year?
Oh, that was great.
Yes.
Nice
Yeah, so that has a great noir vibe to it. And Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe make a great team, and Shane Black's dialogue.
Oh,
is-
Shane Black's
Oh
awesome.
my god!
You
And
really
I'm
can't go
so
wrong with
sad
Shane
it didn't
Black.
do well because now we're not going to get Nice Guys 2.
Uh-huh.
That's something that's kind of a bummer, but
Right.
at least you got one.
Well, we'll have a Shane Black Predator, so.
Yeah.
And he's also doing Doc Savage with The Rock.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so weird to me. Like, but I trust Shane Black implicitly. I mean, I'm someone who still thinks Iron Man 3 is the best Iron
Right.
Man movie. So maybe I'm just weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I think
I like Iron Man 3.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Brandon.
No problem.
But I am kind of bummed about The Nice Guys not getting a sequel because something like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it's like a very isolated story.
Yes.
Nice Guys, I'm like, oh, I can watch these guys do anything. Like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it's just like that story. Those characters exist. After that, they're done. But yeah, because they were trying to pitch that as a TV show for a while, The Nice Guys too, and you can kind of tell like it feels like a pilot to a bigger series, and I don't mean that like as a negative. Like,
Yeah.
it's just the beginning of their journey, and I don't know. It would have been nice to see more of those.
Yeah.
He should do an HBO show or like a Netflix show.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Just give him
That'd be
free
awesome.
reign to do whatever.
Got to meet him once at this like film festival. He's like the coolest dude ever. I'll tell.
Really?
Yeah, like he talked to me and my friends. It was actually my birthday, and he wished me
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. No, it's not my
Happy birthday!
It's not my birthday now.
Okay.
It was my birthday when I saw him.
No birthday present for you.
And he did the voice, or no, excuse me, he did the joke from Predator for me. The joke that he tells. What's the guy?
Oh,
The Apache dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger?
No.
Schwarzenegger?
The Apache dude that like cuts his thing
Do you remember the joke?
about. I don't. It's a bit raunchy. I won't say it right now, but.
No, it's okay. You can say. It.
No.
Okay,
Fine
fine.
to do it. But yeah, he was like the coolest dude, and the best thing was like when they were like running out, for whatever reason I think it was in Burbank, you couldn't serve alcohol after 12, and they announced that they have 10 minutes left to serve drinks, and he bolted to the bar.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
he really liked to drink. And cool. I guess that brings us to movie reviews.
Yes. I'll go first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
If you've seen anything.
I did. In theaters, I saw Moonlight and Jackie, but the most recent thing I watched was The Sea of Trees by Gus Van Sant. It's a story about
I
the
haven't
suicide
heard
force
that.
in Japan.
Yeah.
Is that the Matthew McConaughey one?
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey and Ken Watanabe.
All right.
And Naomi Watts. It is not an awful, unwatchable movie. It's just a kind of boring one. But it's about some really deep subject matter about, accepting death and like overcoming depression. And it's a really powerful story in there somewhere. I didn't see it, but it's in there. I don't know. It's just really dull, and a subject like that should be not that. Yeah. So
Is that
that
the
was
one that got
disappointing.
booed at Cannes
Yes.
Film Festival? Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, when I heard that, I was like, oh, I'll probably
means
like
it's
it.
good.
Not this
Yeah.
time. But yeah, that was kind of boring.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Jackie for a second?
Oh yeah, sure. Jackie, the
Haven't
Natalie
seen it.
Portman biopic about Jackie Kennedy. Usually I don't like
cool.
biopics because I'm like, oh, they all look like TV movies, you know, like they're not doing anything special. They're just about big subject matter. So it's like, oh yeah, that's important. So we'll put it at the Oscars. This one's different because it's about important stuff. It's about the end of an era. It's very relevant to, you know, our times right now. Thankfully, nobody's been assassinated. But it's also about overcoming grief and understanding loss and sacrifice, and it's sort of meditation on legacy, because, you know, it's such a big deal. Like,
Right.
she has this line, or Natalie Portman has this line in the movie where she's saying that she's just doing her job. She's trying to make sure her husband gets the appropriate proceeding at the funeral. He needs a monument to his legacy,
Right.
because she loved him so much. And it's filmed in 16 millimeter. And I'm not big on the film versus digital debate, but I think it really makes it more impactful. Like, it feels like a piece of history,
Right.
and it's really well directed, like crazy well directed. There's a lot of like center frame stuff, almost Wes Anderson-y, but way more depressing and almost kind of haunting. And last thing, it's got the composer from Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson,
Oh.
so the music's really eerie, really unsettling, and sort of cathartic. And yeah, I really love Jackie a lot.
I have to check it out. I saw Doctor Strange. I'm sure many of you have seen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was a great film. I think it's like one of the better Marvel movies. You know, Doctor
do
Strange.
too.
Yeah, they went back to a lot of the Steve Ditko like visuals. You know.
Yes. Yeah, they did a great job with that.
Yeah, and you know, a problem in the comics is Doctor Strange is really used as like a Deus Ex Machina, like he just could solve everything. But you know, they really like defined his powers, you know. So I appreciated that, and you know, Benedict Cumberbatch was great as Strange. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, and you'll probably see him like in Infinity War or in Thor.
Yeah.
Thor
Yeah.
first.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then Infinity War. So I dug it. Renee, you liked it?
Yeah, I actually did really enjoy the movie. It's obviously for me top 5 favorite Marvel movie. Of it being number 5, that's number 5 for me is Doctor Strange.
Right.
You know, because obviously, like I said earlier in the show, I love that they introduced the new element, which is magic, into the MCU, so we get to see more, you know, obscured characters now, you know, because
Right.
which is really interesting. You know, we get to see the mixture, because we've been seeing mostly just science fiction in the Marvel Cinematic movies. Now we get to see this more, you know, spiritual / like magical element, which I like a lot.
Yeah, and time travel.
Yes, time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone here's definitely seen the movie. no, it's okay. I mean, it's open season at this point, so yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, Diego.
No, it's okay. It happens.
You'll see it eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Well, I really enjoyed it. I saw it, I think, last week. You know, it's like a fun Harry Potter film. Doesn't have to do with Harry Potter, but you know,
Does not have Harry Potter in it.
No, yeah, he's not born yet.
They got like 70 years.
Yeah,
waiting on that.
70 years. But no,
Emma has seen it. Emma has seen it.
Oh, you saw it, Emma?
Yeah. You want to talk about it?
Sure. I liked it in the sense that it was really nostalgic for me.
Right.
Like, I walked out of the theater with my friend going, did you know when we were 22 we were going to be seeing another Harry Potter movie? But, I mean, I loved it because of what everything brought to it. I have minor complaints that I won't say until everyone has seen it. But other than that, I thought it was great. I thought Eddie Redmayne was a perfect Newt Scamander. I just thought everyone did their role to the best that they could, and they blew it out of the water.
Yeah. No, definitely. You know, everyone was great. Even I forgot the dude that's just Dan Folger plays.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah,
Jacob?
He was one of my favorite
Jacob
parts of the movie.
Kowalski.
Jacob was
Yeah,
cool.
he was like an unsung hero, which almost every movie needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was really happy to see. I haven't seen it yet, but I was really happy to see that he's in it because I think he's a really underrated actor, like in general.
He was.
Yeah, the fact that he has a big role like this to shine, I was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, and he steps up very easily.
And no, I'm really excited. I think they're going to do other time periods too.
It's going to span 19 years.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to see like Harry Potter in the 30s or the 40s or 50s, you know?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was great the way they expanded the Harry Potter universe by going back in time before Harry Potter. Because it didn't rely on the Harry Potter name, which they still won despite that.
Yeah, I think that's cool because like I think that's a problem with a lot of the prequel series, like Harry Potter and Star Wars. I mean, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, or Hobbit and Star Wars, rather. Yeah. They're like, oh, like let's tap into this stuff that you remember, but it's not important for these movies. You just remember it, so we're gonna bring it up.
It's just nostalgia.
Yeah. So I'm happy to hear that they didn't do that.
Having member berries.
Yeah, I mean, they mentioned the things that kind of got me a little weepy was seeing the WB logo and hearing the theme song once again. And then I sat there and they had just played a Rogue One trailer, so I was already emotional. And then they played that and I was like, okay, I'm gone. But they mentioned Dumbledore and it was like, oh, Dumbledore, and that was about it. That was the only mention to Harry Potter, so to speak.
All right. Yeah, definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah, it sets up some sequel stuff, but like nothing like The Hobbit ends with what's his face?
The first one ends fine.
No.
It's the second one that stops in the middle of an action scene.
No, it's like Legolas, and he's like, oh, you have to search for this guy, and it's like he's not even born yet.
No. Aragorn was born. I'm not going to get into it, but that's not.
It didn't have something like that. It was just defined it.
Aragorn's 84.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts was good. Brandon, anything you've seen recently?
I already talked about Hacksaw Ridge is great. Fantastic Four is a piece of crap.
That it is.
Moana. I saw.
Oh, you saw that?
Oh, I want to see that.
I need to see that.
It's by far my favorite film of the year. The Rock is great in it. The music's amazing. She's great. The action's great. The animation is gorgeous. Pixar is going to be eating the they're going to be really embarrassing the ocean in this because the ocean looks amazing. It looks so, and
so it's another.
I can't, and usually when I give a review, I try to say something bad about it and try to find a good mix of positive and negatives. I can't find anything negatives to say.
Okay, it's another good movie from Disney Animation.
Zootopia. That's good. Yeah, it's been a solid year for Disney. Sure.
And they're both better than Frozen. So.
Yes.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. I really
like Frozen. I like Frozen, but it was a little bit overrated.
I don't know. I feel that way about Big Hero 6. But okay. Bygones.
Anyway, so I think that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for joining us, Brandon.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Where can the people find you online?
You can all find me on YouTube at B Money Rules. That's B Money RULZ, where I do mashup trailers, reviews, short films, and more to come. And you can talk to me on Twitter at BSwaffs and look at my life on Instagram at BSwaffs. And hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much.
Cool. And we've been professionally unprofessional.
Oh, we have to sign off everyone else here, Gene.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Gene, Twitter, Instagram, what do you got?
Gene9892 for everything.
All right.
And then We Own Nothing Films on Facebook.
Kirk.
The Rinsler on PlayStation, like Tron. Play one of the many games I just wasted money on.
Kirk, you have a Twitter. The only Kirk. The only Kirk.
No.
He doesn't want
It's just a cool username.
Right. Not the only Kirk anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at Rene G. Bravo. You guys can also follow the store, which is Undercity Comics, at Undercity Comics on both Facebook and Instagram.
Sweet.
You can follow me, Emma, on Twitter at Stupid Woman Suit. It is lately pictures of my dog and Fantastic Beasts. And you can find me on Instagram at A Stun Gun Lullaby.
Cool. Dogs are great.
Cool. Are those pictures of women suits anywhere?
No, unfortunately.
All right.
And you can find everything on the Waffle Press on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, yada yada. Me on Twitter at Diego Waffles. Still working on Diego Waffles. Long story. Links down below on YouTube if you're watching that, or on SoundCloud, which we are using again, thankfully. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We have been professionally unprofessional.